Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Well, probably not tonight, but I will get to it. Going to review this show I just saw, Heroic Age. Look forward to that. Okay, fairy tale chapter. This is 274. Now this one was, I just saw King of Lightning's review and he had mixed emotions on it. But basically we start off, Jura from Living Scale and Mystian from Fairy Tale. And we get a scene with, Urza and Altair concerned about Gial fighting and if he might expose himself. There's a funny scene with Favis. I have to go to the bathroom. It's like, Spirit. I got my notes to show. And that basically starts, Jura starts using his earth magic. He brings out these pillars, and Gial's he does the 5-layered magic circle, sacred song. And then that's when Jura really brings out the heavy guns. He throws a fist at Mystigan, Gial, and then he does a 3-layer magic circle, mirror water. It's pretty epic. It gets pretty crazy, and he reflects the fist back at Jura, and he sends it back. It's like countering, back to back to back counterings. See, 1, 2. That fist is sent like over 3 times. And everybody's like, what's going to happen? Especially the Wizard Saint. That's when, oh my god, Mystigan Gial. He's bringing out the big guns. Meteor, heavenly body magic. And he's jumping all around. And these aren't really the same moves he fought Natsu. When he fought Natsu. Using the same moves. And he draws like this guy. And at some point, and then he brings out an iron wall, rock wall. Jura. Gial stops, is able to go around it and hit him from the back. And then from there, he throws the rocks at Mystigan, at Gial. And that's when Gial brings out another big gun, big move. He brings out the chariot, the grand chariot. He was able to do that with the meteor. Because remember, as you know, when he fought Natsu, he did the same thing. In the sky, and then he said grand chariot, and coming down, and he brings out rock. This was a very epic fight. Unfortunately, it didn't end epic. So then he brings out the rock mountain. And then, I understand, were you not frank with Makarov, Dono? He says, for the sake of fairy tale, I must win. That's what he's saying, Gial. And he says, I'm sorry, Altair. I'll have to use that. And he's like, wait, Gial, you can't even use that. You'll be exploded. Like, true heavenly body magic, star destruction. And the clouds start going around and shit. It is like, holy shit, what? This is a funny moment here. She says, what is this guy thinking? Men are such obstinate creatures. So Altair's looking at Meredy and he's about to do it. And that's when Altair has no choice. She starts feeding Meredy hot peppers. And then starts tickling her and everything. So he's like, it's crying and everything. And I can't take it anymore. And he falls down. From that, he falls down. The tickling and the spicy peppers. That's how the match ends. And then, sorry, I can't let Gial say out too much after all. Scout you. That okay? And then the crowds are saying, what was that just now? Is Fairy Tale in charge of the gags? Come on now. And so the cumulative rankings are like this. And Fairy Tale B, 1 point. Fairy Tale A, 0 points. And that's how it ends. And then you get this scene with Makarov. He's like, he's like so depressed. And Mouse is looking at him like, you son of a bitch. And that's how it went out. And listen, my opinion on this chapter, I'm only giving it a 4 because of the ending. That's the only reason I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. Unfortunately, this was a bitch move. Yeah. I mean, at least with Lucy, she had control of the fight. She really put it in her all. And she really could have won. If not for Raventail's interference. That's understandable. That's understandable because they were cheating Raventail. Altair, what the fuck's your problem? What the fuck's your problem? Oh, we can't have him. Alright, I understand. He ain't going to prison. Yeah, but let me ask you a question, Altair. You're costing Fairy Tale points. What's the problem? But moving right along, we go from that scene to the next scene. It's only been the first day. It'd be nice if things turned around starting tomorrow. It's Verity doing them. I was just like, what the heck? And that's what happens after that. He's like, was married and he's doing it, and Urza knows right away. And then this is what Gajil says. He says, what the hell do you think you're doing? Thanks for the hard work. I have no work to respond with. And it was like, hey, team 0.3344, this is terrible. That's what Levy is saying. Now, that's not what this chapter's about. This chapter is about what happens at the end. So we get this little synopsis of the last page. 21 pages for Hero. Pretty good. First day of the Grand Magic Tournament ends. Games ended. We of Fairy Tale had the worst possible beginning, but at this time something even worse was already brewing. It's starting to ripen. You see that guy. He's the guy part of that Knight of the King of Fury, squad. And so several days after the close of the Grand Magic Games, I'll record this here to my beloved Lucy Hartfilia from Levy McGarden. And says, you see Charlotte with Wendy, and she gets up and she says, what's this premonition? The bad omen that Charlotte saw. What is this terrible future? And that's how the chapter ends. The fight, I gotta give it to King of Lion. That was not good. That was not good. I'm sorry, that was just the worst kind of way. The worst. 2 times. What is Hero thinking? This isn't 1 time, this is 2 times in a row that... Are you freaking kidding me? Sorry about that. It's my brother. Pain in the ass. So that's what occurred. So basically, that's what occurred. Now, like I said, I'm going to give it a 4 just because of the ending. And I'm sorry about that interruption there. We have to wait and see. But this ending has me to believe that something big happens that actually separates the guild. So, my belief, though, is I think Lucy has some involvement But I think it's more of a letter from Levy to Lucy. So we have to wait and see. But as far as the fight was concerned, that was bullshit. That was the worst way. Worst way to end it. Just, you know. But I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. This was a good chapter. Moving right along. Didn't like the end of the fight. Gotta agree with King Lightning. Hero's gonna have to come back next week for day 2. Really good fights. I want to see really good fights. Because now that you got, okay, Lucy's fault, now we gotta have rather Natsu or Urza or Elfman fight. And possibly Gray. So we'll see. It's been Bonkai Nights with you. Oh, by the way, look forward to another video we do on this fairy tale, because I was gonna do another on Lucy, but it doesn't seem like it's going in that direction. It's a letter from Levy to Lucy. So I thought Lucy had some involvement in this, what was going to happen, what was going to go down, but it doesn't seem like that. So, on that note, see you guys later. 4 out of 5. Not good. How it ended.